My name is Jacob Dhaenens, and I have been coming to St. Andrews for pretty much my whole life. So from when I was just a little kid, my parents brought me here in the social hall, all the way through the new building, and was a student here, confirmation here, left, as many of us do, and still came back because this is my home, and helped out with the Life Team program for a while, met my wife here. Yeah, this place is extremely near and dear to my heart, and will always be a special place beyond just the fruits of it being our church, but just the wonderful memories I have here. So, when I went into writing a lot of these scripts, I was charged by Father Taylor to take this on, and it was a lot, and it was a difficult process to start. I've never done anything quite as extensive. Studied different types of writing and things like that in college, but this one is a very important thing to our church, and so it kind of writer's block always seems to happen, but you just kind of have to push through. And so I definitely just tried to put pen to paper, and sometimes it didn't make a lot of sense, but I think at the final product that we are filming and dealing with our kids and everyone here has just turned out great. And so, but yeah, it was a difficult task for sure. I don't think any of us really understood how much it was, but it's been a big pleasure to be a part of it. Yeah, it was definitely a situation where you come in with a lot of different ideas and different avenues you want to go down, and some are very ambitious and some maybe are a little bit smaller in scale, but ultimately it's with the subject matter and the different things we wanted to talk about, it really just boiled down to the great things about our church. And in this time and in this kind of climate that we're in our world, to be reminded of how great our church is and how powerful and inspirational our church is, and to kind of sit there and write, it was emotional and it was difficult, and it kind of forced me at a personal level to challenge some of my things, and just remind myself that, as you've heard from all the kiddos that have been speaking, that our church is full of great men and women. It's full of tradition and passion, and it's full of truth. And so that's something that kind of helped direct me and got me focused and kind of to minimize some of those big ideas and get them a little bit more approachable. The chapter idea goes back to kind of my creative writing background. Not that I've done anything at a high professional level, but just kind of the education I've received, and so it had that element to it. Also had a little bit of a Kairos retreat, which I've went on as a teen and have gone on many times thereafter as a leader with our Life Team program, and it was kind of all those things that you do at a retreat. It's something that we've said a lot at the retreat, which is you can always bring that stuff back down, off the mountain or off the retreat, which is prayer, which is learning about our saints and looking up to them as inspiration when we struggle, our Mass in general, and how it's built on these traditions. It's built from the Bible in these very, very specific ways, which something I've always cherished personally, that it's done very deliberately and very, almost poetically every Mass. And then, of course, forgiveness, which, maybe now is even more important with some of the things we're seeing in our world, that is sometimes having that grace and that forgiveness. We need more of it, bottom line. And I wrote this, a year or so ago, and we can never have enough grace and forgiveness. So it kind of stem from a lot of the retreat aspects and elements, and kind of form those kind of 4 chapters, those four different things, and just help me on a technical level. So I stayed focused on and not getting too out of my element. Yeah, I think one of my goals on the outset, and I think it's a goal in St. Andrews, and why St. Andrews has one of the best youth programs from Life Teen all the way down to the elementary level, is that there's truth here. That we don't always get that in the world, and sometimes kiddos, when your parents drag you here, it's because there's truth here, and there's honesty here, and there's love here. And to have that foundation, and to see it, and then for me personally to live through that, meet my wife here, have our son baptized, and we'll have our twins baptized here, when we get going and everything like that. It's just so important to know that there's truth here, and that you're gonna get, God's answer to all of life's questions. And it seems big, and it maybe seems cliche, but that is the bottom line. I know I found pretty much all of them here, and I can always come back to the well, as they say, and keep searching and keep challenging myself, and knowing that when I do struggle, this place is here standing for us when we struggle with just the other worldly things that come into play. And so lean on each other, lean on the priests here, the great priests here, and all the staff that are willing to give up their time and deal with a lot of things we don't know about, and just know that this place is full of truth and full of love and full of passion for our God. And that's something that we continuously need, day in and day out. My words of encouragement to I guess all the kids in all ages in St. Andrews that are watching this and hopefully learning a little something, is that one, you can change the world. I've always believed that our youth can do that. I don't think that that's too big. Now, that may be changing the world of your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad, but we change the world at those levels, and it starts to grow. And pretty soon it's just a wildfire, and it starts here at church. And so don't ever forget that you are that important, that you can change the world, you can do amazing things, and this church will help build on that. And there's a lot of churches out there. As you grow and move and do different things, there's churches out there, and it will be tough and it will be difficult, but just seek out that truth and that love, and seek out God's love as much as possible, and your rewards will be endless. Again, it won't be easy, and some of you may not experience that for some time, and I hope that it's very little, but we will always be challenged and learn from that and grow from it. But just know that there's always a home here. Like I said, this place is a great foundation, and I really hope that you're able to find that truth of God and of our faith that's found in our Mass and with our Eucharist, because that is truly a life-changing thing. And it's always good to be reminded of that. So you can change the world. Just seek that through God's will and through His love, and just be amazed at what He does.